Okay, so now I'm sitting here and I'm wondering what is a routine? So a routine is, let's go ahead and make some properties here. We'll call this routine. Right, and obviously it's going to need an ID. But what are some of the other things we're going to need in this thing? Um, so I think we're going to need, obviously we're going to need the things we talked about. A layout. We're going to need groups. We're going to need procedures. We're going to need stations. Um, we're also going to need group roles because these are roles that the routine assigns to each group. So we'll have the routine dictate to the group what the possibility of the roles are. So we'll have a list of group role, right? Um, and then we're going to need some kind of mechanism for managing the rotations, right? All right, so we have our layout, we have our groups, we have our procedures, we have our stations, we have other elements like group roles and rotations. Um, and also, we're going to have an idea of station expectations. Like each station might have, is that different from each station? I guess so. In it, because I'm thinking like we have group roles, maybe we need station procedures, but that would actually probably be a larger out on the procedure. But as we change the rotations, we want people to know, okay, we're changing the rotation, clear out your station. And that might just be a bigger um, part of the procedures that, hey, opening procedures, closing procedures happen every time there's a different rotation. Um, and maybe that's a mechanism that happens inside. All right, so now that we have that idea of rotations, or actually of a routine has layout, a routine has groups, it has procedures, it has stations and group roles and an idea of rotation. We're gonna have to we're gonna take a deeper dive on what's a layout and what are each part of these part of the elements of a routine. All right, so like we discussed about layout, really layout is basically uh, a list of furniture, right? But now we look at furniture, and furniture has um, a type, right? We talked about, let's say, student able versus decoration. It also has, oops, what else? It has a rotation, probably in degrees. It has slots where students sit. This is actually the sit, and it'll be an integer, right? and it has positions, right? And so when you're talking about positions, you're probably thinking in of array of X and Y. It also has width. Uh, and it has a height. And it has some kind of image associated with it. And I think that's pretty good. So we're looking at a layout, you're looking at your furniture, and so far you're kind of defining the furniture, the layout just consumes the list of furniture that you create. All right. So now that we have our layout and think our routines that kind of tell us what our layout looks like, we can get into our group and what our groups consist of.